Lasse, you used a word that I'm not sure that my listeners understand or that I understand. You said various platforms. What do you mean by platforms?
Yeah, and that's a good point you point out there. So what I mean by that, let's say that if I go back a little, like I said, I have been always excited of internet marketing because I see it, it's just great. There's so many people online and there's always coming more and more. However, the normal thing of building your website, getting a webmaster, getting hosting, getting this and that, it's sometimes like complicated process. And right now, let's say that, just a few months ago, I started this new websites come up, and they are all called Web 2.0. And Web 2.0 basically means that it's a website which is user content generated. So it means that users will generate the content. So a good example of this could be MySpace, which is a really big social networks website. Then there are some, let's say, article directories. They are like based that the user will generate the content. The other good web example is YouTube. That's also user generated, and it's the Web 2.0. So basically, these are the platforms that I'm talking about. And I would say that everybody who will hear the word Web 2.0 and hear that here's the Web 2.0, they should always think that, is that something I could use? Because normally you can put your links there. They are like made for you to get more exposure, let's say. And in fact, on my courses, almost all the strategies we talk about these platforms like MySpace, like YouTube, because it's so powerful. John, you don't even need to have a website if you don't like. You could put your phone number and email and some other information on your Skype profile or on your YouTube profile. And some people are doing it. They say goodbye to the normal website. And I'm not saying here you should not have website. It's really good to have websites. But what I'm saying is these sites will help us tremendously, in terms of marketing ourselves. And it gives really power now to the users. Let's say to sum up this thing, what I'm trying to say is that nowadays, the main thing we have to focus is content. All the technology, everything is taken care of. We don't have to know how YouTube works. We just know that it works. The only thing we have to provide is content. And this comes back to, providing value and finding that content.
Tell me a little bit, drill down into MySpace. How would I, as a network marketer, use MySpace? What are the steps? How do I get involved? And what are you advising me to do with it?
Good question. So first thing, I would think really clearly what kind of people I want to attract to my business. Because, and this is the part, in fact, that most people don't do right. And what happens is that they just get some people on their business, and those people will not stay long, and they are gone. So make really clear what kind of people you want. Try to image them on your mind. That's number one. Number two is think what kind of value they would like. So it could be, report or audio and this and that or the other. Or it could just be some simple tips, But you can start that with mine. When you have those two things, so I would go to MySpace, and on MySpace you first sign up, then you create your profile. And now, John, comes the crucial point, I would say, because there's I don't even know how many network marketers on MySpace, but I would say maybe 100,000 network marketers that you have access. You can contact them in a second. The biggest problem is that most of them do their profile. Profile is something where you have your picture, some text, and something about you. So most of them do their profile all about their company, about their great CEO, about their great compensation plan, and this and that and the other. And normally, most of the times that doesn't work for most people. And what I would do, I would start with my value and myself. I would put there as much of myself, thinking of that target group I want to attract. And then how what kind of value I can give to those target group. Maybe I have a interview somewhere and I could give a link to them, to go. Or I can just list there, hey, these are some things that have been helping me or like this. But I would say that the main thing is to do your profile, everything about you, thinking of your target audience, and just giving some value to people and not mentioning your opportunity. Because like you said, it's all about relationship, and people will join you, and your team. They will not want to join the company. They want to join you because they will be your team members. That's why they have to know you. And the good thing of MySpace is that it gives you instant exposure to so many people that it's almost amazing. If you do your profile right, you can, access a lot of people.
So tell me some things about doing my profile right. One of the things you seem to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, is don't, and this is how I would say it, Lasse, I would say don't smack people up the side of the head with your business opportunity or your product.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
What are the things I want them to know about me? How do I want to fill in my profile?
Yeah. So if you have let's say nutritional product that your company is promoting a nutritional product. So I would think if that's my target audience, if I want to attract people who have been in network marketing companies that have nutritional products, so I would make, tell something about me. If you have you can do several profiles on MySpace, but you could do one for attracting customers. So you could do one telling a bit about your story, how the product has helped you, and you don't have to mention the name, but you can say just nutritional product and this, that, and the other. And maybe I would then have another profile for just network marketing opportunity as such, and I would put, just I would put the pictures, if you have pictures from events or just pictures of your lifestyle. I would put them, on MySpace. It's really, it's fun. Also, if you have videos from something fun you are doing with your network marketing or whatever, I would put those there. And then I would tell exactly who I am and what I'm doing. I would not maybe mention the name of the company there. I would just mention that I'm, helping people to earn money, things like that. So then I would also say, what else I was thinking there? Yeah, things like that. And then on MySpace, there's a section where you are asked that what kind of people you would like to meet. And this area I would describe as well as possible. So it means that you would put there, that I want to, I would like to meet, action-oriented people who have big goals and who are ready to, do big things. Something like that. So because you want to attract people who are like you. You don't want to attract people who are lazy and tired all the time and like that. So does it make sense?
Yes, absolutely. So anything else in terms of, is there, I remember from our course that there was the course that I'm taking with you, there was some software that you were recommending or someone was recommending to be able to manage your MySpace site a little better. Can you talk to us about that a little?
Yeah, that's right. So basically, once you have your profile ready, you want to go and find those people. And on MySpace, there are groups, a lot of network marketing groups, but also a lot of business groups, a lot of different kinds of groups where you can find your people. Plus, you can do searches and so on. But anyhow, what you want to do is